Now, at home, you may be asking,
Who is Julian Lennon?
And why did he make an album?
well, little Timmy and Billy, Julian Lennon is the son of the famous Beatle John Lennon and his first wife, Cynthia Powell. Please go watch my short video of Julian Lennon on Instagram. You should check it out. It's one of our best ones. You also may be saying,
But Sawyer, Julian Lennon did not make an album.
Sorry, I don't know what you're on, but Julian Lennon did not make an album.
well, little Welches, before we get into the album, here is a bit of Julian's music history. Before Julian Lennon ever made Valotte, there were many attempts to get him into the music business. One story in particular is when the Beatles were looking for rookie artists for their new record label, Apple Records. And the one who suggested the idea of Julian being a musician for Apple is, you know what, I'm going to let you guess for a minute. You don't know? Well, it's none other than the god-awful, wishing you were deaf singer, Yoko Ono. Alright, Yoko, you can stop wanting fame for 5 goddamn minutes. Anyways, after hearing this idea, Paul, George, and Ringo immediately said, "Oh no, Yoko Ono." The reasons for this were that they did not want the young Julian to be like them, starting when they were just kids, and of course, being the son of John Lennon. So I thought you should know about that story, and of course, about the fame-hungry Yoko Ono. But at 21 years old, Julian released his debut album. One thing I love about Julian's songwriting is that it is not a copy and paste version of his father. Instead, he's doing whatever genre he wants. So, for real this time, let's get into reviewing Jude's first album and facts about the songs.
Sitting on the doorstep of the house again to fall, I can feel you there.
The title track used for the album's title. Julian was inspired to write Valotte by the Tennessee River and Muscle Shoals. He says there are other references to the Tennessee Valley in Valotte's lyrics. Lennon said he described Valotte as almost like a Soul Jackson song. This song shows off Julian's songwriting talent, and it's clear he got it from his father. And like I said before, what I like about Julian's music career is that he does his own thing, separate from his father. Valotte is a great soul song. When I hear Jules sing, I definitely hear his father in him. And when Valotte started playing, I immediately was sucked right into this kid's talent. 10 out of 10. Next song, Okay For You. This one is a rock pop song. I could definitely hear Beatles inspiration. It sounds a little similar to the Beatles song, Baby You're a Rich Man. And when I listened to them back to back, it was like Okay For You is more rock than Baby You're a Rich Man. I can also hear some David Bowie in there, which makes sense since Julian was influenced by him. This song is okay, but for the two I have listened to so far, I would have listened to Valotte more than Okay For You. 5 out of 10. Next up, On the Phone. While this song may be about a guy talking about his luck, calling his girl, and having problems, I could make connections to Julian's personal life as well as what he said in the media for us. For starters, when the protagonist talks about his girlfriend and their problems, I could make a connection because of Julian's strange relationship with his father. Julian has never gotten married or has had children. In 2011, he said that because of the relationship he had with John discouraged him from doing so, which is pretty sad for Julian. The second connection I can make is when the protagonist is talking about being alone. It could resemble Julian wanting to be with his father. There are other connections too, but those are the main two. On the Phone is a great hit that needs more love with its blending with classical instruments in the mix. 8 out of 10. Next up, Space. Do you know how John Lennon had those Beatles songs where they were bizarre or had weird visions or visionary lyrics in them? Well, Space is kind of like that, except Julian Lennon wasn't under LSD, unlike his father. But it looks like Julian got those genes from his dad anyway. When I listened to Space for the first time, I could make connections to those bizarre visionary songs like Lucy in the Sky with Diamonds and Julia. But when Julian does it, it's not as graphic as John's songs, but just about a guy who feels like he's in space and it's his kingdom, or in this case in the song, space is like my heaven. Sorry, I just wanted to do that. I love the feel of the song too, with the keyboard and drums, making it feel like you are seeing space from the protagonist's point of view. 9 out of 10. Needs more listeners, just like his father's weird visionary songs, just not as graphic. Next up, well, I don't know. Not the question. Another song on this album with a mix of pop. This is another that is kind of similar to David Bowie and the Beatles, but with a twist from Julian in his own way of songwriting. Well, I don't know how to ask the same questions that the people are asking. They're trying to figure out. If I had to pick between Okay for You or Well, I Don't Know, I'd pick Well, I Don't Know. Not the question, the song. 6 out of 10. Next up, Too Late for Goodbyes. Along with Valotte, Too Late for Goodbyes is the #1 song that Julian is well known for. He described the song as a semi-hard rock. I can see that. Cashbox described it as having a reggae backbeat. At the time of this recording, it is the most successful song of Julian's career, along with Valotte. Julian does his own thing with the song, and I love it. 8 out of 10. Next up, Lonely. This song has the same feeling and connection as On the Phone. I won't go deep into all the connections here, but Lonely is a little bit better than On the Phone. I could hear John in there, but with Julian's own creative genes, or genius. 9 out of 10. Next, Say You're Wrong. Not saying you guys are wrong, that's the title. I think Say You're Wrong could be a great song at a party. Feels like the Eagles song, Take It Easy. I don't know if you can see that connection, but I can. 5 out of 10. It's an okay song. It's alright. Could be played at a party. Next song, Jessie. This song from Julian Lennon is like a scene in a movie where the cool kid shows up on the block with a good pop feel. The guitar, drums, and the other instruments add to that, making it feel like you're seeing the cool person, while telling them not to be a fool again, and there may not be a next time. 9 out of 10. Last song, Let Me Be. Let it be, let it be. Let it be words of wisdom. Let it be. Oh, I'm sorry. It's the wrong song. I meant Let Me Be, not Let It Be by the Beatles. Great classic, by the way. Let Let Me Be, this is going to be a little short, but Let Me Be is a nice little song on the album which served as a good ending for Julian's first album. 4 out of 10. In the end, Julian Lennon is a great songwriter, just like his famous father. And it's clear those genes were passed down to him and Sean. So make sure to check out Sean's short too. It's another one of our best ones, I heard. I like Julian's songwriting and style, of course. He was influenced by the Beatles, but others like David Bowie, and of course, his own style. He wanted to be him. And like I said before, what I like about Julian's style is he's not directly copying his father's work. Julian built his own reputation as a musical artist, so I give Julian Lennon's debut album, Valotte, a solid 8 out of 10. It's ranked this way because this is his first album, and he's putting himself out there saying, hey, John Lennon's kid can write music too, and I'm John Lennon's son. And again, Julian did it his way, not John's way or Yoko's wishes. God, I hate Yoko. Oh no, so goddamn bad. That's all for today on Reviews You Can Use. I hope you liked this video. Thank you to my friends Liam Lopez and Ricky Dell for playing Little Billy and Little Timmy, including Landon Voss and Jackson Elder for playing the Little Welches. They were very excited when I asked them to play these parts. They did a very good job. So shout out to Landon Voss, Liam Lopez, Ricky Dell, and Jackson Elder. They were very excited when I asked them to do this. So please, thank you to them. This video suggestion came from my dad. He told me Julian's first album is a good listen to, and he knows I'm a big Beatles fan. So shout out to my dad. If you like content like this, please hit the like and subscribe buttons. If you want me to review another album from Julian, please let me know. Or if you want me to review the Beatles solo work, please let me know. I've got some good ideas. See you next time on Reviews You Can Use. And remember, all we are saying is give peace a chance.